First of all, I thank everyone for being here. What we are going to talk about today is renewable energy. When we talk about energy, there are certain words which makes us confused in understanding the definition of energy. If you don't have any energy or without energy, you may not be able to perform works which are very essential to you. So, for instance, let us take an example of this spec. If someone told you to break these spectacles, you would go and pick up stones or hammers to damage this. So, we all have energy to break these spectacles. I think everyone is clear with the definition. But if you are unable to wake up, but if you don't have the energy to stand up, you may not be broken these spectacles. So this simple example helps us understand the definition of energy. So how do we gain energy? We gain energy from food and from juice, chow, momo plates. And what is the purpose of those restaurants located around our city? They are providing food and different items with different groceries and varied ways of making chows or any items which are important for the customers for eating. What we are going to focus is we gain energy from food and from different sources. And in the same way, there are also energy which helps us understand and which facilitates our life. Suppose what is the there is another type of energy called potential energy. So potential energy definitions is when you can store energy to be able to perform different tasks is potential energy. So I raise up these spectacles, and when I make it fall, it will fall into my hand, and there is some force produced by this spectacle. So in the same way, energies can be created in different forms. And as our topic has said, our main focus is on renewable energy. There are natural resources that are very essential for our life. Air, wind, water. These are also energy, helping us in fulfilling our needs. So when we talk about water, water is a renewable energy. Because talking about water, we get water from the rivers. So once you take out the water with 1 liter, 2 liters, it does not matter how many liters do you grab. After taking some water, the water will not be insufficient. And you can also take the same amount 100 times, 1,000 times, it does not matter. Because the source of such renewable resource is inexhaustible. But understanding the term renewable resource, there are resources that provide us something which are very important for our life. But we should not excess in exploiting our natural resources, which also provide us energy. And water is one kind that helps us for drinking water, and it can also be used in generating electricity. So how do we get electricity? It comes from the water. So there are certain energies created with the help of water. So without water, we won't be getting all this electricity that we receive today. So in the far-flung areas, we do not, while we were not getting electricity, we face a lot of problems and difficulties. And when we'd like to study at night, without lamp, we can study. And when there is providence of electricity, we are able to study till the whole night, the whole durations of the night. So this is the advantage. It helps us mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because without lights, you won't be worshiping God. For the congregation, we need light, and for any kind of private conclave, we need light. To organize to organize assembly at night, we need light. So light is very essential. So how do we get this? It comes from the energy produced by the water. And also number two, so we should not waste water, and it must be conserved. The way to conserve water is to reduce cutting down trees, which is also called deforestation. And on the other hand, we can also explain more about the energies, wind energy. It provides electricity because there are wind energy that are installed in different states. Actually, it is not happening here in this state, but the state of Gujarat, where wind energy is being highly produced, and they really enjoy because with winds, they're able to get electricity. On the other hand, solar energy, which has been installed in almost all the states within the country. So India has been one of the states with the highest solar producer. And what do we get from the solar energy? When the sunlight charges some energy on the plates that we used to keep on the roof or somewhere else, we are able to get electricity with the help of solar. So without solar energy, when there is no light, we won't be getting any lights from nowhere because there are certain seasons when there is flood, tsunami, when the electricity is damaged, when the source of electricity is being damaged by the water, we won't be getting electricity. So in this case, what can we depend on? And what is the other option to tackle such problem? Comes solar energy because it comes from the sunlight. By installing it on the top roof would bring us light at night. So the solar energy, water energy, and different types of energies can be created in different ways. As I said, there are certain ways on how we can gain energy and renewable energy, like sunlight, water. When all these are exploited day and night, we won't be getting sunlight, we won't be getting water on time. With cutting down trees, we will get only less water, and with that, we won't be getting electricity. So, this is the basic fundamental things that we must understand in order to sustain life and in order to require our fundamental requirements. So, these are the things that we would like to say tonight. See, renewable, renewable energy basically means energy which can be renewed, but these are not certain because when something is exploited excessively, those renewable resources, those renewable energy can become non-renewable by exploiting them successfully, by exploiting them excessively. So we must be careful in preserving our natural resources that help us, that provide us energy for our livelihood for providing our basic needs. So it is our duty, you and I, to preserve our natural resources. Most importantly, we should reduce cutting down trees in the forest.